Let's go. Yeah. I really got the feeling today that everything is going my way. Now this is what I'm talking about. Every time I see your smile, it makes me shout. Let's go. Let's go. Nothing's gonna stop us today. Get on the bus or get out the way. We're cruising with the radio on. So turn it up to 10. Here comes our favorite song. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome to another Tuesday. It is IoT Tuesday, and I'm yours truly, Samuel Adrani. You can tell that my voice is a bit breaking or cranky. That is because I had mad fun at the MCT Tech Summit that just ended in Abuja, Nigeria. My Nigerian family, awesome people, great connection, great stuff. It was just amazing. It was just amazing. If you missed it, well, I'm going to give you another opportunity to see what I did at the MCT Summit. So, in today's episode of IoT Tuesday, I'm going to be showing you what I demoed at the MCT Summit when we come back. Okay, we're back and right into it. So, like I'm saying, the just ended MCT Summit in Abuja was awesome, and I had a lot of fun. I had the opportunity to demo on IoT and its use cases. So, in today's episode, I'm going to share with you the demo that I did with yours truly, a few things that I'll have to do. But before then, a few things are happening in the space that I think you guys should know about. Now, what are they? Number one, this coming Saturday is the Global AI Bootcamp being held at NIT by the Accra.net user group. It's 9 a.m. sharp to 5. We have a lot of sessions, we have a lot of presentations and hands-on demos. We're going to give free Azure passes for you to try out the lab, so make a date with us. The second thing is that there is a new baby in town. Well, not to say baby in town. It's been in town for a while, but it's now official. So the Accra Power Platform user group is official. We are on Meetup as Accra Power Platform user group. Go join that because something crazy and something amazing is about to happen. Let's quote more power, Africa Power. Expecting you. We have our meeting meetup coming up next month, which is January 11th. So make sure you go join us. Lots and lots of fun happening. With that said, with that said, what are we talking about today? So during the MCT Summit in Abuja, I demoed on IoT. Now I had a few use cases concerning notifications, alerts, emergencies using an IoT button and then services in Microsoft Azure, so which is Logic Hub, some functions, and all that. So I'm going to walk you through the same process. I'm going to walk you through what I demoed there, and just to give you some context of it. So there's a story behind it that kind of pushed me and sensitized me to try to look into this. So last year I lost my mom. Yeah, I know, which is terrible. In a car accident. And after hearing a few things concerning how long they were there when the accident happened, the time it took for emergency response or people to come, I mean, in as much as it got me all sad, moody, and all that, that tech part of me was like, how could I have solved this problem? How could I have made things a lot better or easier? So I was just looking, I was looking, I was looking, I was looking, and then I found this. It is. Let me bring it close to the camera so you can see this. This. That. Yep. It is the flick button. So it is a smart button on IoT button that has three states: a click, a double click or double press, and a hold state. Now, what this allows you to do, it actually pairs with your phone, and then you can program it to do anything. Program it to when you click it, turn on the light, when you click it, turn off the light, when you click it, do pretty much anything crazy you want it to do. So I was like, wait a minute. If I had one of these for people I loved, or my just pretty much anyone I cared about, and did some IoT stuff, connected with some Azure services, and you pressed it when you're in distress, send me an SMS, send me an email, publish it on my Twitter feed. So if something was going on with me or someone I loved, immediately they would know that something was happening to me. And for that reason, I chose this button. So in today's episode, I'm going to show you how I use this button in connection with other services to notify me in case of emergency. Now, this was the one case I presented, and I gave an example of, kind of like a personal life panic button, or kind of like a response button is one situation. Let's say you also had something like this onboard diagnostic kit that you can actually just fix in your car. And imagine that this is also connected to the Azure services, IoT services, and then there was a collision, right? Because this is equipped to also communicate to the internet and detects collision, immediately there would be, messages or SMSs, or certain processes will be triggered. So I'm going to use the three states of this button to simulate three scenarios. The first scenario is when I am in distress. Now, so when I'm in distress and I press this button, it's going to actually send a text message to myself, my wife, and a couple of people in my response team, right? It's going to send them. And then it's also going to tweet. It's going to tweet it onto my timeline. So if my friends and people are watching, they know that whoop, something is happening to Sam. And I could actually include GPS location to this when I click it. So then it can tell me exactly where I am. That is the first scenario. Now, the second scenario would be when I double press this, what's going to happen is that it would simulate a scenario where there has been an accident, and then we want to the insurance company wants to start to process claims. So we'll see how it sends a claims approval workflow. If the claims adjustment supervisor approves the claim, then it goes into a Microsoft Teams for the claim adjuster to pick up and adjust it. I think the third one was just a matter of just sending emails and just doing random things. So two scenarios that I presented also. Let's see how I set it up using this button, the flick button, and then services in Microsoft Azure. So let's get into that. Before that, let's do this. Uh, yeah, yeah. Let's take that out, and now, yep. Let's go here. So awesome. Uh, let's see what is going on here. So something strange has decided to happen. So let's do this. Oh yeah, my my ads decided to, no show, but that's fine. Okay, we're much more interested in having fun than this. So yep, let me just adjust this a bit right here. Okay, awesome. Let's just leave that there as it is. Cool. So now, oh, this is funny, 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 funny. For some reason, Okay, yep. I'll just superimpose that somewhere here and then we'll just leave it. Well, let's just move that out of the way. So we just concentrate on that. Okay, so as usual, I'm gonna go in here. Let's open our let's go to portal.azure.com. Probably have this open somewhere here. Just so we can mess around a few things. And let's go to okay. Let's log in with the account we connected with. And let's get that sorted. Okay, hopefully this works. Let's see those that are chasing me. Okay, all right. So let's go into our MCT Tech. Um, how do you call it? I'm just going to go into our.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, Alexa, I didn't ask you anything. Just turn yourself off. Thank you very much.
I'm not sure.
Unless it's trying to be like, oh no, I need you to do something for me. All right, so let's get this done right now. Okay, so this is I have a couple of logic apps that are that are running. So I'm just going to open the logic app we used so we can see that. And then for the purpose of today's sessions, I'm going to tweak it to show the message from um, for IoT Tuesday and not MCT, so we can see the difference in there. So let's go here. You can see the run history for it right here. But let's go and edit this so I can walk you through the flow of exactly how the batting is interacting with that. And let's see. Hmm. That I am supposed to have the ability to connect my phone and share that screen. So let's see if this works. I hope it's probably opening it somewhere, but that's just fine. Let's see this. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can. Um, where is that? Smart view. Let's see if I can see my devices. Well, okay, let's just get into it. So yeah, so I believe you can see my screen now. So this is the logic app that I used. Now I started with an HTTP request, so which means anytime an HTTP trigger was received from this endpoint. So what I did was I created a JSON schema that allowed it to send a message. So a message with either the number one, two, or three, and one represents the click state, two represent the double, press, and three was just the long press state. So that's what I did, and that's how I'm able to, determine which batting state was pressed. So when that came in, what I did was I put a switch condition here. And the very first condition, let's take a look at the very first condition. So the very first condition, it says that when the message that comes in from the HTTP request is 1, all I do is that I'm sending a text message which goes to my phone and other people on my network. And then once that happens, it actually sends a tweet. So it posts a tweet, and the tweet is taking the message, the text message I'm sending, and then just, adding a few things to it, and yeah, just the message came one, two, or three. But let's modify this for the purpose of this show. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to say, first of all, let's take a look at what message I'm sending. So this is what I'm saying. Someone is overexcited at the MCT Tech Summit. Please check on him. So let's change this and do someone is overexcited. Let's do this on the IoT Tuesday show. And then let's do this instead. Join him, have some fun. All right. So that's the message we're sending. So somebody is overexcited on IoT Tuesday show. Join him, have some fun, and sending this. So we're getting that text message, and then let's append a few things to it. This time, let's change the hashtag. Let's say hashtag IoT Tuesday, hashtag Azure IoT, hashtag fun, whatever. Let's just put something there. That's fine. So it's going to send a tweet, and then at the same time, it's going to send an email. And the email is going to have that message. And you can see the people in my email list. So that is case one. That is when the button is, pressed once, which is the click state. All right. So let's go to the second state where we have the double press. So what's happening is that the second state, which is the double click or double press, that is what is simulating, let's say, an accident where claims have to be filed. So immediately, and that's why I'm saying that probably using something like this as on board device in a car that detects collision. So if there's an accident, we could probably trigger the person's, phone, or if we're doing IoT, we could look for cameras around where the accident happened. If it's in close proximity, take some pictures and start an automatic claims process. So the assumption is that, well, the person has reported, and now this has set off an automatic approval. So it's going to go to, let's say, the insurance company, whoever is in charge of claims, and the person is going to determine, well, do I approve this claim for processing or not? Now, and then because it's going to send an option email for an approval process, it's going to send either the person the option to approve or reject. So we put a condition after that to say that now when the person approves, when the manager approves this particular claim, what's going to happen is that it's going to post it into a Teams channel, which we are supposedly saying that Teams channel is where we have all our claim adjusters to go pick up that claim and start processing and working on it. So that is for the second state. Now let's look at the third state. Now, so the third state is just technically just going to post the message into the Teams channel. I think this goes into the demo channel. Let's see. Yeah, emergency response. So the long press state is just going to send something to emergency response. So the assumption is that you're running some form of emergency center where people can, when people have emergencies, it pops up from your dashboard for you to do some processing on it. So yeah, so basically that is all I did in Logic Hubs. I set it up. And the other interesting thing that I did was just to now provide this URL to the Flick button. So the Flick button has a companion application that actually, let's do this. So the Flick button has a companion application that allows you to set, setting functionalities on it. I was hoping to, let's see. Uh, let's see. I was hoping to show you this. You know what? Let me connect to this and see how that works. I have actually, I'm trying to connect. I think it's remote. No, I think it's remote. It is connect, not remote. Yeah, connect. So apparently, this app allows me to wirelessly connect to devices around me. So let's see. My device is now ready. Let's see if I can connect to it. So what I'm trying to do is I want to I want to connect my phone to this right now. Okay, yeah, so that's not going to work. I know why. I can tell you why it's not working, because my phone's Wi-Fi is different from the network that my computer is on, so it might probably not work. So yeah, I'm changing that. And then hopefully let's go back here and see. Now, if I open this up, this should see my computer. Else, I'll just have to use um, a different, or probably just use the camera. Use the camera here. Or, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Is there a way that I can use my Stream Deck to connect to my phone? I believe I can do that. Anyway, not for this, not to waste your time on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to flip to this camera. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so this is how the app looks like. So uh, let's see. Let's see if I can do this way. All right, so I I can go ahead and set it up, right? So when I press it, as you can see, those are the three states the app has. So the click, this is sorry about this, but yeah, so the click, the double click, and the hold. So all I have done here is that I have just programmed it with a URL from Logic Apps and then added a body of which is message 1, 2, or 3 depending on the state. And once this has been set up on my phone, that was pretty much it. So now at this point, let's go ahead and let's get a few things going. So I'm going to open a few things. So let me bring in here. So I'm bringing here my Twitter dashboard or my Twitter page. Just going to refresh. So as you can see, it's just my stream happening and some other stuff here. Nothing much. All right. So with that said, now let's see what's going to happen. So I'm going to press the button once. I just did. A few things will happen right now. I should receive an SMS. I should receive, let's see. Yep, my SMS is here. I can show you that. I think you just saw a pop-up. I can show you the SMS that came. Let's see. This is not. Okay. Let's do this. I'm just gonna flip here and see if I can show you this. Just too much light. I might just mess up the white balance of the camera, but not worry. We'll just go out with that. So I received a text message. Someone is overly excited so check up on him. I have that done. Oh, so it got me again. All right, it got me again. Now we did something when we made the changes. All right, guess what? We haven't saved it. So because we didn't save it, it still picked because I can see that it still sent me the same thing for MCT Summit. So now I have saved it. So let's go ahead and try it again. Where's my Twitter? Okay, Twitter is right here. So you'll notice that if I should refresh the page right now, it will just say pretty much the same thing after this. It'll probably say Samuel is overly excited at, you know, well, because Twitter also doesn't allow duplicate, I'm probably sure it's kind of like blocked that. So let's do this. Let's go back. So now that I have changed it, hopefully that should come. But you saw the message, right? Let me open this for you. As you can see, it's supposed to send a message, And as you can see from here, it says what? Someone is overly excited at MCT Summit. Please check on him. That was because we didn't save our changes. So let's go ahead. I'm going to press it again. Yeah, you can hear the beep. That was just one press. And let's go back here. Let me just refresh this. That's propagated. As you can see, I have received the text. I received the email. And someone is overly excited on IoT Tuesday show. Join him, have some fun. Yep. So we have that. Now let's check. There you go. Someone is is overexcited on the IoT Tuesday show. Join him, have some fun. Yep. Let's reshare this. Awesome. So that is the first state, which is done. And I have also received a text message right now on my phone. I need to figure out how to get my phone connected in times when I'm doing sessions like this. So that is the first situation. Now let's take a look at the second scenario. So for the second scenario, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to open um, Outlook so that we can see that properly. And then I'm also going to go ahead and open my Microsoft Teams so I can also show you that, because the next one is simulating an insurance approval or claim process that we want to um, utilize. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to signing into all these plenty places, but that's fine. Yep. So yep. Yeah, we're already logged in there, so that should be fine. And let's come here. Yep. So let me delete this because it's all coming from the demos. So we have the emergency response. Let me actually delete this so that, and then we have claims processing. So you realize that. Let me actually zoom it. Yep. Control 1. Okay, so as you can see, we don't have any message in here, and this is the emergency response and claims. We don't have anything here, so cool. Now I'm going to minimize this, and then let me bring you back. Well, these are all the overexcitement things we just did. We had just one here. Yep, this is from the IoT. Let me actually make this bigger so you can see this, right? Cool. So let's go back to our inbox. I'm just going to go ahead to delete all these. Yeah, just delete this. All right. Okay. Now pay particular attention. I'm going to press this twice. So you can hear it beep beep. So we press this twice. Now, because we press this twice, this is going to go to the second use case. So now, what's the second use case? It's supposed to send an approval. There you go. A claims process has come up. So let me refresh this. And there you go. There's a claims process request. So as you can see, this opens things up. And come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yep, there you go. An accident has occurred involving policy number 123456 holder. So this is simulating the situation whereby insurance companies get smarter with IoT, and they put some of these things in, for their insurance or policy holders. So as a claim supervisor, I can go ahead and say, you know what? I want to approve this claim for processing. So I hit approve here, and that should go off and pop up a screen that tells me the approval, yep, there you go. There you go. Thank you. Having your response approved has been successfully registered. So now let's go to Teams and see what happens. Now you see that the claims processing channel, something just popped up. Take a look at this. Claims process approved for what? Policy number 123456. Now what this does is that it automated the entire process of claims processing using IoT. All right. And with this, insurance companies, businesses can be very smart, can be very proactive and responsive. All right. Now, so that is the second simulation. Now let's look at the third one. The third simulation, I'm just going to long hold it. Yep. And now, what's that supposed to do? That is supposed to go back to Teams and actually send us So let's go to emergency response, and there you go. Let me go here so you can see this. Yep, someone is overexcited, blah blah blah. Check up on him. All right, so it sends that message. Right there you go. So that is the awesome demo that I did at the MCT Summit. Now, trust you me, this sparked a lot of conversations around use cases for emergency response, especially in the era we find ourselves in where kids are being kidnapped, things are going missing, emergencies happening, and response teams take a long time to get there. Insurance companies, healthcare, education, even agric, and different services. There was a lot of discussion and use cases about it. And we also had talks about security as well. And I mentioned that, hey, in the areas of security, you could use Azure Sphere or secured MCUs to do that. So it was a quite interesting situation, and a lot happened. Now, in the spirit of Christmas, um, and to let you know what we have in store for next week's edition of IoT Tuesday, I'll show you something going on here, and then I'll give you the brief of it. And next week, I'll walk you through how we build that together on the show. But I need you to do something for me. I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the bell, so that when I drop it, you get notification. I need you to follow me on all the social media platforms. I need you to, you know, ask me any questions if you want to. Shout out to Clement and his brother. Awesome duo back in Nigeria. You guys are doing good work. Keep it up. Don't relax. Keep it up. Just keep pushing and doing. You're definitely going to make it. So let me know what you want us to build. Now, I wanted to give a bit of context on what we're doing. Next year, 2020, couple of weeks, we're going to release a calendar of events for everything that's going to happen on the show. If you have ideas on what you want us to build in terms of IoT function servers and applications, let us know. Let me know so that I can add that to the calendar. I'm looking for people I can do project with. I'm in hands-on project, IoT project, farm project. But one that I can guarantee you we're going to build is this whole talk about, gardening, personal gardening, having a small garden. So we are going to build a smart garden on this project. So with that said, it is Christmas. So definitely there's going to be lights. I gave a scenario at the session at the summit where I mentioned that think about this. If you have this physical light, how can we use IoT, AI, and Azure to communicate with physical devices? And I give an example. Let's say you run a business, all right, and you have your operation center or call center, and you want them to visually see what's going on in terms of how your product or your brand is doing on social media using sentiment analysis. Yes, emails could come in, but imagine you have this on the wall somewhere, and based on the number of negative sentiments you receive, this goes off physically, telling your people that, hey, we're doing bad on social media. Someone has to remedy this. So that is coming also on the show. Now let me take you to the bench and walk you through what we'll be doing on next week's episode of IoT Tuesday. So here we go. As you can see, we have the Azure Sphere secured MCU. Now I have here a display segment, Seed Studio Groove, that's going to be used. I have here a temperature sensor, and what's going to do is that it's going to detect or be monitoring the temperature in the room and be sending that off to IoT Hub or IoT Central. Now, when the temperature hits a setting threshold, which we would define in code in cloud, it is going to send a message back to this sphere to tell this relay to turn on this fan. Yep. And when the pressures get too much, that is when we're going to see this light come off to tell us that, hey, the room is hot. Now, we compare this up with gas sensors or particle sensors to have a particle count and then, react to that. So, that is what we'll be doing next next week. So make a day with me next week and don't miss it. And before I go, I just want to introduce you to two other battings. This is the Teximo batting, also from Microsoft. It is also a smart batting, but this has just one state but can be programmed to do a lot of things. So if you have interest in any of this and want to get your hands on any of them, reach out to me. I'll connect you with that. Until next Tuesday, stay positive, do good, enjoy, and let's have fun. This has been IoT Tuesday.